Hello and welcome, my name is SZABO, I am a licensed skincare professional. Today I shall teach you how to find out your real skin type. Most often skincare companies stop at 3 to 4 skin types, the so-called normal, dry, oily, and in most years the sensitive skin type is conquering the market. But the reality is those types and names are the marketing-driven BS and do not have anything to do with the real skin types. You see, if there were too many skin types to choose from, it would make the manufacturers produce many types of products. As a professional, I have 20 to 30 different types of facial creams only at any given time. Imagine having to choose between those at, say, your local drugstore. Research shows that most people would rather not choose at all than be confronted with too many options at the same time. Therefore, the companies do what they do. However, more and more people today are interested in actually treating their skin, not just using some product from the first best shelf. So, I shall teach you how we, professionals, diagnose the skin to find out the real skin type. And I will tell you how to treat it. I shall use one of the most popular classifications among the professionals and simplify it for you a little. Basically, we would roughly divide the skin types into 4 categories. That would be oily, normal, dry, and hyperhydrated. So far pretty similar to what you have seen on the shelves, right? Except, where is the sensitive skin? Where is the combination? I shall explain those at the end of the video, so stay with me, please. At first, let us start with oily skin types. There are 2 main types within it, seborea sicca and seborea oleosa. For your comfort, I have called here dry oily and thin oily. These are not real terms, I have made them up for you so that it is easy without all of that Latin. These are very different. Wash or sanitize your hands, take a mirror and get ready to diagnose your skin. Do you see black or white heads on your skin? If the answer is yes, most probably you are in the right category. Gently stroke your face with the tips of your fingers. Do you feel the skin surface to be slightly rough to touch? Very slightly. Do you have rather black heads than white heads? Are those black heads usually hard to push out? Do not recommend that you do this. Just remember the last time you tried. I know you did. You definitely tried. Were those yellowish in color, more on the translucent side? Well, congratulations, you have the seborea sicca, the so-called dry, oily skin. Simply put, the skin-produced oil for this skin type is too dense to easily flow out on the surface of the skin. So it stays in the pores and clogs them, creating the blackheads that later can turn into pimples as well. The most important task in your skincare is to solve the oil in order to help it to the surface and to hydrate the skin as well. Think about salicylic acid, AHA, seasonal courses, licorice extract, sugars, as well as hyaluronic acid in various forms. If, however, the moment you touch your skin, your finger gets very oily, you found your face to be very shiny, and the blackheads and whiteheads of yours are easily coming out and tend to be rather white in color, congratulations, you have seborea oleosa. Here I called it the thin oily. It is, in fact, typical for people with higher level of androgen hormones in their blood, which can be caused by puberty. General high levels of sensitivity to androgen hormones for some of us, PCOS, hormonal treatments, and so on can also be a cause of seborea oleosa. This skin type requires a cream with very minimal lipid content in order to emulgate it with the abundance of oil on the surface of the skin. Best ingredients would be Enantia chlorantha bark extract combined with olenolic acid, as these really help to locally reduce the sebum production. None of these works for you. Let us move over to the normal skin. There are very few people on earth blessed with this skin type. It is a generally clean, spotless and well-hydrated skin type. It can also only ever be found among the youth. As the older we get, the more dry the skin gets. Mostly when working with skin, we try our best to reach this ettalon as closely as possible. Next up, we have dry skin types. Here we have two types again, the dehydrated and the elliptic skin types. These are very different. The dehydrated skin lacks moisture. And depending on the depth of the problem, it can only be dehydrated in epidermis and also in derma as well. It can show different symptoms. If only epidermis is affected, the skin is matte, a little bit rough to touch. The derma is affected as well, then the skin's elasticity is compromised too. If you pinch it and stretch a little, it takes a couple of seconds to return to its original state. Therefore, deep wrinkles occur. Now, to the elliptic skin type. This one lacks oils. Oils protect epidermis from all types of irritants, and therefore such skin will be way more sensitive than the other, will redden easily, will be rough to touch, and even if you do find any blackheads, which is possible, they would usually be very thin and extremely hard to push out. Again, do not try it now, just remember. Hyperhydrated skin is rather rare, sometimes comes with pregnancy, other times with different inner health-related issues. If your skin is very tight, to the point it's somehow uncomfortable, always moist and is prone to rashes, please do not try to treat it yourself. Seek professional help. Now to sensitive skin. As I have already said, skin sensitivity can be a result of lack of oil production in case of elliptic skin. However, the truth is any skin type can be sensitive. And every sensitivity is absolutely unique. Your skin can be sensitive to physical irritants like touch, rubbing or UV rays, to chemical irritants like non-biomimetic ingredients, to other irritants like fur, dust, feathers, and the list goes on. And with all of this, we have arrived to combined skin types, which are in fact the most common. Most typical examples I encounter in my practice are the combination of dry, oily, dehydrated skin on the face perimeter and the thin, oily, dehydrated skin in the center of the face, with optional sensitivity. This is typical of youth in their 20s, males and anyone with slight hormonal disbalance. Usually this type can be treated with the same cleanser, toner and cream on the entire face and a separate serum on the center of the face and on the perimeter of the face. Now, dry, oily, dehydrated skin is another common type. Try to eat less fatty, deep-fried foods and to treat it in the way that I have described for the dry, oily skin with extra hydration, so more hyaluronic acid, say pentavitine also, for instance. Next up, elliptic skin that is dehydrated on the perimeter of the face and the dry, oily, dehydrated skin on the center of the face. All of this with optional sensitivity. This is a typical skin for those who have been under some kind of hormonal therapy for a longer period of time. The oiliness of the skin in the center in this case is very mild and usually rather sensitive, so more in need of hydration and hydrolipid layers, strengthening ingredients like ceramides and maybe say squalane that would help it nourish and calm the skin. Next common skin type would be elliptic dehydrated skin, and the dehydrated can be also in epidermis or in derma as well. The older we get, the closer to this type we naturally are. One of the main tasks of anti-aging skincare is not to let skin lose its properties, to keep it well hydrated in all layers and to ensure optimal lipid content for protection and nourishment. Here, treatments high in lipid content, think about oils, squalane, argan oil, jojoba oil, also ceramides, as well as very gentle cleansing. Have you recognized your skin in any of these types? Please leave a comment down below with your skin type, I'm interested to know. I also plan to make a series of similar videos where I will explain step by step how to treat each and every one of these skin types. Please let me know if you're interested. And now, stay young in your heart and in appearance, and I will see you next time. Bye!